Somebody put this lovely harness on me.
Someone put this lovely harness on you a few times now because the microphone didn't work on the camera.
Naughty microphone.
Bad microphone.
Mm-hmm. Cursed by the Pentagram harness.
Yeah, oh damn it.
So like, this kind of decorative harness is exactly the kind of thing that I would have liked to learn when I was first starting rope. Or like, when I went to Pride last July. I really wanted to represent kink there and I wanted to wear something that was like a bit of a subtle signal. And this was exactly what I wanted for my outfit. Just like a comfortable, high impact, pretty harness that was easy to wear. And this is great for that. Plus it's got them sweet witchy vibes that I appreciate very much.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that, just whip this off you're talking,
Sure.
I think it's fair to say that this is not a harness which is beloved by the rope community because...
Yeah, it's not really like usable for play. You can't really like put a lot of any like weight on it or pull it about very much, but it's definitely like there's a place for it. If you want to wear it, it's more of a fashion thing, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, it looks real nice.
It's the kind of thing you want in your repertoire as a rigger.
Yeah.
And it'll make people who are new to rope really happy to just wear and look pretty in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And there's definitely a place for that.
Yeah, I think there's also something to be said for play where you purposefully decorate your partner.
Oh, like having that put on you for an evening or being told you have to wear it under your clothes or something. A subtle reminder of control. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what you doing?
If this is your first rodeo, take the ends of your rope, match them up. If they're not matched up, the ends will be uneven. When you finish, it'll be a pain to finish. Then work your way to the other end of the rope. And this finds your middle, which we call a bite. And we're going to start with this harness going underneath your chest, placing the bite underneath there, and then going to the back. And then we're going to pull the end of the rope through the bite. And I'm not going to go super tight with this, I just want it to be snug. Just holding itself. And I'm going to go above the chest. As before, awkward arms.
Yeah.
And then go over under this rope here. And back on ourselves just to create that snugness, not tight, just snug. And then doing it over the shoulder. I'm not going on the neck, this is the trapezius muscle, I'm going on the outside of the trapezius muscle. That's the one. Happy little trapezius muscle. Here. Over this first piece of rope, over the second piece of rope, curl around yourself on the outside here.
Nice and central.
Back over the other side, match the tension of the rope you already tied. Get on the outside of the trapezius muscle. And then a little turn for me again. I'm going to go underneath this. And through this little intersection here. Okay, one more thing before I'm finished. I'm going to go back to the front again. Just find a point over onto the neck. Nice and gently, it's just going to sit there, it's not digging in. Straight over the back. And towards the back again. And then we're going to finish up. So without tightening anything, I'm going to come over these two here, underneath everything on this side. Back up, underneath everything on this side again. And then over and under everything on this side. And you can see pretty much done. And if we want to just tuck this out of the way for neatness, we can just do a little couple of wraps here. And then tuck the ends in between the ropes. So, looks nice, but you're not a huge fan of one element of it, right?
Yeah, so I really like the shape of it, and I love this shiny like nylon red rope. Looks really stark and beautiful. But when we first tied this, the feeling of this bit on my neck, I think because it loops all the way around, it's quite close to your neck. I feel like it kind of slips around, and as you move and stuff, I just feel like it kind of pulls on bits of my neck. Not in a way that's dangerous, but just in a way that for me, sensorily feels not the best. So
yeah, some people just don't like clothing or whatever rubbing in a certain place, and that's completely fine.
So we talked about trying to make it so that it didn't do that so much.
Yeah, so if that's you, let's have a look at a solution for that to keep it a bit more stable. So let's back up here, so let's undo this from where we finished. Let's go back to here, and we're coming back up onto the neck. Let's see what we're going to do on the back here. We're going to add a couple of hitches to keep everything in place. So these lines running parallel, my finger goes between the parallel lines to make a little hitch. I'm just going to bring it up a tiny little bit there. And on the other side, I'm going to reflect that hitch by going underneath and then underneath here. Check these are even on the back, just so you don't mess with your aesthetic. And then back over, and then we follow just as we were doing before. And the difference to before is we've got slightly less rope, so we just need to be a little bit more economical with how we finish up. So this rope is going to come underneath these, back on myself, underneath everything on this side. And then I'm going to back off a little bit to make myself a little hitch. I'm going to put the 2 pieces of rope in between that little hitch and just tighten that down. And hide that. And we're good.
Yeah, so it feels a lot better because it's not looping around my neck in this bit, which is the bit that was kind of bothering me, and it feels a lot more like when I move it doesn't close up at my neck, which
yeah, the whole back here, I'm not sure if you can see with Imaginatrix's hair, but before it was sat around the back here, now it's like sat a little bit lower down, so it's not as all-encompassing.
Yeah, different feeling, which for me, I feel like I could just leave this on all evening and not really think about it, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, think about it, but only in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do I look enchanting?
You look bewitching.
Divine or devilish.
Devilish is probably more appropriate.
Pentagrams. And
yeah.
Stuff. Nice.
Yeah, enjoy.
Alright. That's better. My hand was fine this time.
We'll put a sound effect of an actual high five in there.
High five you. No, I won't.
Like slap my ass or something, maybe.
I don't think that's YouTube friendly.
Yeah, go for it. Thank you for watching till the end, and thank you as ever to our patrons. Our goal is to keep high quality rope education free and open to everyone. Unfortunately, videos like this require a lot of resources to make, and the vast majority of our ad revenue gets cut due to the nature of our content. So if you'd like to help our channel grow, consider checking out our Patreon. There's a lot of extra content over there for people who back us. Thank you, bye bye. Before you go, if you like that video, you might want to check this one out about the chest harness. It's a slightly more robust tie, but it's still beautiful. See what you think.